Hey, it's Derek from Ideal Body, and this video is about the best fat loss solution, diet or exercise. We're gonna answer it next. Let's get started. So in this video, we're gonna cover what's better when it comes to actually burning fat off your body, whether it's a diet or whether it's exercise. And I know this has been a lifelong debate. People are very passionate about one side or the other, but to me, it's not even close. It's diet. 95% of your results come from what you eat. Only about 5% of them come from exercise. And that's why I always say that exercise is a very bad way to lose weight. And I even recommend to people to stop exercising in order to get their nutrition in check first and then start exercising down the road. So one of my friends is very fit and very active. And recently he went on vacation. He went on some cruise and he actually exercised every single day. So he was gone about 10 days, I believe it was, and he exercised for more than 2 hours every single day. Now he's a competitive athlete, again, in very great shape, so he's committed to his exercise, and he was doing cardio, body weight exercises, intervals, and things like that every single day for at least 2 hours. He said every time he left, he was drenched in sweat. So he was getting a serious workout on. And over the 10 days of the vacation, he ended up gaining 5 pounds. So even though he exercised for 2 hours every single day, which is probably way more than most people ever exercise, he still ended up gaining weight, and it was all because of what he ate. He ate more of the foods that he doesn't normally eat because he's on vacation, which is, understandable, but he also ate more of them. So he ate larger quantity meals. He ate more for breakfast. He ate more for lunch. He ate more for dinner, which is what a lot of us do when we go on vacation, or even just in our everyday lives when we're dealing with things like stress or emotional eating and things like that. We tend to eat a little bit more. So that just proves the point that you can exercise for hours every single day and still gain weight if you don't have your nutrition in check. So what I'm gonna do here is show you some easy, high-fat foods, high-fat healthy foods that you can start adding into your diet as soon as today to start getting better results. Because again, it all depends on what you eat. So we're gonna start with the best way to start off your day. You can have eggs. So we have hard-boiled eggs here. You can do scrambled eggs, you can do fried eggs. It really doesn't matter, but it's just what's more convenient for you. So what we do, I have scrambled eggs almost every single day. I have 4 to 5 eggs. And I know at some point people were told that eggs aren't healthy for you, but that's completely not true. They don't raise your cholesterol. They don't increase your risk of heart disease or anything like that. That's completely not true. They're actually one of the healthiest, most complete foods that you can have. So you obviously want to eat the yolk too. Don't just eat the egg whites. Don't buy the carton of the egg white because you think you're limiting your calories and it's healthier. It's actually a much more unhealthy option than eating the whole egg itself. So that's a great way to start out your day is eggs. We also do the hard-boiled eggs because it's very simple to grab one on the go. So if you don't have a lot of time, if you're super busy, one easy thing you can do is just hard boil a bunch of eggs, have them in your fridge and grab 1 or 2, and you can take them with you wherever you go and you can eat them as a snack. So eggs, a great healthy high fat food to have your body start burning more fat every single day. So next we're gonna move on to yogurt. Now a lot of yogurt actually isn't healthy, but this is Greek yogurt and it's a full fat version. So a lot of yogurts, the light yogurts, the yogurts filled with artificial sweeteners, they get you to buy them because they tell you there are fewer calories in them. They're lighter versions. There's less sugar in them. The problem with that is a lot of the lighter versions still do have a lot of sugar in them, and the ones that don't replace the sugar with artificial sweeteners, and your body basically treats artificial sweeteners the same way it does sugar. So even though they are technically 0 calories, your body still has the same hormonal response, which basically triggers fat storage instead of burning fat, which is ultimately what we want. So getting the higher fat versions of the yogurt, and especially just plain Greek yogurt, is what's gonna help you burn more fat. You don't wanna get the strawberry or the vanilla or the blueberry. Even if it has real fruit mixed in, it still has a ton of sugar added in, and you definitely wanna avoid those options. So what I usually do is have about a half a cup of yogurt, and then put in some, fresh berries, some fresh strawberries, raspberries. Those are the best fruits to add in there. Another thing you can add in there is cinnamon. That's great to add in to help regulate your insulin response, which is one of the hormones that we want to keep at a low level to help our body burn more fat throughout the day. So something like that, something like a full fat nut butter, so like almond butter, cashew butter. Just make sure you read the ingredient labels because a lot of them have added sugars as well. So you just want the ones that just have, the nut in there as the main ingredient. You don't want the added sugars. I'd stay away from peanut butter just because peanuts aren't necessarily all that healthy. And again, a lot of them have the added sugars in there. So I'd stick with the almond butter, sunflower butter. We use a lot of that here. That's great for people who have a nut allergy. Cashew butter, things like that. It's a great way to add into the yogurt as well. So eating healthier, eating the higher fat foods doesn't mean you're just eating, meat and vegetables every single day. You're not just eating these bland foods. You can do something like the yogurt and put in some fresh fruit, put in the cinnamon, the spices, the nut butters to give it a little more creamy texture as well. So you're still eating foods that are sweet, that taste good, but you're not getting, the fat storage that comes along with eating, the lighter yogurts or the desserts or things like that. So full fat Greek yogurt. Don't go for the no fat version. Again, they put artificial sweeteners in there. They cut out the good part, which is the fat. So keep it in there by getting the high fat. Now, another thing that a lot of people struggle with when they start eating healthier is they think they can't have desserts. They think they can't eat foods that taste good. They gotta, eat salads all day long. And for desserts, they gotta eat, berries or fruit or something like that, which most people don't consider a dessert. So there's plenty of things that you can do that are healthy for you that's gonna have you burn more fat, but still enjoying your meal. So one thing I love to have is dark chocolate. So I got 90% cocoa right here. You wanna stay at least 85% or higher. So when you get to the lower versions, if it's only 70% or 60%, those have a lot more sugar in them, which is why you want to avoid them. So I like to stay at 90%. They're still sweet enough. 85%, again, is still a great ballpark to be in. And just use those as your dessert because, yes, you can have chocolate. I eat chocolate, a couple times every single week. Have a square or two and have it as your dessert. One thing I like to do is put on top of that is like cream cheese. So full fat cream cheese is, again, another thing that you can put on top of that. So I like to do like a little full fat cream cheese on top of this, on top of the square of chocolate, put some nut butter on top of there, some sunflower butter, some almond butter, something like that. It's an awesome, awesome dessert that you can have, one or two, every single night or 3 or 4 nights a week, whatever you decide to do. And your body will keep burning fat because, again, you're feeding it more healthy, high-fat food. So when it comes to exercise and diet is the runaway winner. It's going to have the greatest results in the shortest amount of time. I have so many people that have lost a lot of weight, 10 pounds in 7 days, 32 pounds in less than 3 weeks without even exercising because all they did was change the way that they ate, and that's how big of a difference it can make. So don't even worry about exercising if you're struggling to lose weight. Focus on that later on once the weight's already started coming up because you'll be more motivated at that point to exercise and start eating more healthier foods like the eggs we got here. Again, scrambled eggs in grass-fed butter is awesome. I have that with bacon almost every single day. You can do the hard-boiled eggs so you can take them with you on the go, a great snack that you can munch on during the day. You can eat it in your car, very, very easy to use. We got the full fat or the higher fat Greek yogurt. So we got the high fat Greek yogurt. Again, you can add in there some fresh berries, some cinnamon, or some other spices in there that you like. You can add in some nut butters, things like that, even some nuts like some raw almonds or walnuts, pistachios, things like that to make a fat burning dessert or a snack. And then we got the dark chocolate. Again, you want to stay 85% cocoa or higher. I stick with the 90. And then I like the full fat cream cheese. So again, it's something creamy. It's something that makes you feel like you're not, cutting out your favorite foods forever. You're not missing the ice cream and other things as much when you start eating, the chocolate, the cream cheese, things like that, because they kind of satisfy your sweet tooth without giving you, the sugar spike, and so your body isn't storing more fat. It's actually burning it more throughout the day. So start adding more of these healthier, high-fat foods into your diet, and again, you can lose a ton of weight without even exercising. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button below. Leave a comment below and let me know anything you want me to cover in future videos. And go ahead and subscribe because I'm shooting new videos every single week to help you burn more fat and lose more weight. And if you want my free gift on how to triple your fat burning overnight without exercise, click the link below. Let me know what your best email address is and I'll send it over to you 100% free. Just my way of saying thank you for taking the time to watch this video.